The baseball world is still reeling from what happened after the World Series ended, and the controversies just keep getting bigger. The Dodgers beat the Yankees 5-4 in 11 innings to win their second straight championship, but what should have been a celebration of an incredible game has turned into one of the ugliest incidents we've seen in recent baseball history. And now, the fallout is absolutely massive. We need to break down what actually happened, why it spiraled so badly, and what it means for everyone involved, because this story is far from over. The game itself was instant classic material. The Yankees jumped out to an early 3-0 lead in the third inning when Aaron Judge crushed a 3-run homer off Shohei Ohtani. The crowd at Yankee Stadium was absolutely electric. Everyone thought this was finally going to be the night the Yankees tied up the series and forced a Game 8. Ohtani struggled early, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits in just over 2 innings before Dave Roberts pulled him. The Yankees' offense was locked in, and it looked like they had all the momentum. But the Dodgers are champions for a reason. They chipped away, scoring 1 in the 4th, another in the 6th to make it 3-2. The Yankees extended their lead back to 4-2 in the bottom of the 6th, but the Dodgers kept coming. Max Muncy hit a solo shot in the 8th to cut it to 4-3. Then in the 9th inning, with the Yankees 3 outs away from staying alive, Miguel Rojas came through with a game-tying solo homer off Clay Holmes to make it 4-4 and send the game to extras. The extra innings were brutal. Both teams had chances with runners in scoring position but couldn't capitalize. Then in the top of the 11th, Will Smith delivered the knockout blow. He crushed a solo home run to put the Dodgers up 5-4, and that was it. Yoshinobu Yamamoto came in and shut the door in the bottom of the 11th, and the Dodgers were champions again. Back-to-back titles for the first time in 25 years, historic stuff. But then everything fell apart after the final out. According to multiple reports and video footage from the stadium, Shohei Ohtani walked over to the Yankees dugout after the game to shake hands. This is standard practice in baseball. You congratulate your opponent, you show respect, you move on. But apparently some Yankees players thought Ohtani was coming over to mock them or rub the loss in their faces. Emotions were running high. The Yankees had just lost the World Series at home after fighting back all season. Tensions exploded. Aaron Judge was reportedly the first player to confront Ohtani. According to eyewitness accounts and broadcast footage, Judge verbally confronted Ohtani, then shoved him and threw a punch that hit Ohtani in the shoulder, knocking him to the ground. Immediately, Dodgers players like Freddie Freeman and Will Smith rushed in to protect their teammate. The benches cleared. Security and umpires had to separate everyone before it turned into a full brawl. It was chaos. After the game, Ohtani addressed the incident in his press conference. He said he only approached to shake hands like any professional player should after a championship series, but his actions were misunderstood. He made it clear that he believes there should be no violence in sports and that MLB needs to handle this seriously. Then Ohtani took it a step further. He officially petitioned MLB to issue a lifetime ban on Aaron Judge, arguing that the attack crossed the line of sportsmanship and severely damaged the image of the league. Ohtani claimed Judge's behavior was intentional and vengeful, not just an emotional reaction. MLB launched an investigation immediately. After 3 days, they released an official report confirming that Judge initiated the physical confrontation and that his actions were unacceptable under any circumstances. The report acknowledged that players can be emotionally affected after a loss, but it emphasized that violence severely violates MLB's professional conduct rules. As a result, MLB suspended Judge indefinitely and referred the matter to the Yankees management for further team-level action. Under massive public pressure and harsh criticism from fans and media, the Yankees held an emergency meeting. They released a statement condemning all acts of violence in sports, respecting MLB's decision, and announcing they were removing Aaron Judge from the 2026 season roster. They're also considering terminating his contract early due to serious disciplinary violations. This is absolutely massive. Aaron Judge is not just the Yankees' best player. He's the face of the franchise. He's the captain. He's a former MVP. He just led the team to the World Series, and now he's being kicked off the roster because of one moment where emotions got the better of him. This decision has sent shockwaves through the baseball world. Some people think it's the right move to restore the team's professional image. Others think it's a massive overreaction and that the Yankees are caving to public pressure instead of standing by their guy. But let's be real here. If the roles were reversed and a Dodgers player had attacked a Yankees star after winning the World Series, Yankees fans would be calling for the same punishment. Violence has no place in baseball. It doesn't matter how emotional the moment is. You don't put your hands on another player, especially after the game is over. Judge crossed a line, and there have to be consequences. What's interesting is how this whole situation unfolded. Ohtani's gesture of going over to shake hands was genuine sportsmanship. The fact that it got misconstrued as mocking or taunting shows how raw emotions were in that moment. The Yankees had just come up short in the most painful way possible. They fought all year, made it to the World Series, and lost in extras at home. That's devastating, but that doesn't excuse what happened next. Now let's talk about Yoshinobu Yamamoto, because he's the quiet hero in all of this. In Game 6, with the Dodgers down 3-2 in the series, Yamamoto started and threw brilliantly. He went 6 innings, allowed just 1 run, and helped the Dodgers win 3-1 to force Game 7. Then in Game 7, after Will Smith's homer in the 11th, Yamamoto came in and closed it out. He was credited as the winning pitcher and finished the World Series with 3 wins. His composure under pressure was incredible, and he's a huge reason the Dodgers are champions again. But all anyone is talking about now is the post-game incident. The Yankees are in crisis mode. They're losing their best player and captain over something that happened in the heat of the moment. Judge's legacy is going to be defined by this for a long time. And Ohtani, who was just trying to show respect, is now at the center of one of the biggest controversies in recent baseball history. The bigger question is what happens next. Does Judge appeal the suspension? Does the players' union get involved? Do the Yankees actually terminate his contract? Or do they wait for this to blow over and bring him back eventually? And what about the relationship between the Yankees and Dodgers moving forward? This rivalry just got a whole lot more intense, and not in a good way. At the end of the day, this is a mess. The Dodgers won an incredible game and defended their championship. That should be the story. Instead, we're talking about fights, suspensions, and contract terminations. Baseball is better than this. The players are better than this. But emotions got out of control, and now everyone is paying the price. The Yankees lost the World Series and their captain. The Dodgers won, but are now dealing with the fallout of this incident. And the fans are left trying to make sense of how something that should have been a celebration turned into one of the ugliest moments in recent baseball history.